All right, so recently there has been news of this new MMA promotion. Ooh, the GFL, I guess it's called, the Global Fight League, and you'll see, the mainstream media, like the likes of Ariel Helwani, cover the league and talk about the league because some people in the industry are desperate for like UFC to have a big competitor. So, recently we saw the news of the GFL draft, and they're getting a lot of big ex-UFC names. So I thought we should look at the league format, and I thought we should look at some of the teams, and should we decide, I thought we should decide if the GFL are a legit threat to the UFC. I mean, spoiler alert, let's be real, no, they're not. At least not right now, but we're going to take a look at the league. We're going to take a look at the roster. Definitely some interesting names, so we're going to check it out. So let's get into this. So, it's one of these organizations that kind of like the PFL try to do the team or league or tournament formats. To me, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really get the league, or I don't really get like the team formats. Like, I don't know. The tournaments, the seasons, let's look at, okay. So it looks like we have 6 teams we have Dubai, London, Los Angeles, Miami, New York, and Sao Paulo. So what's that? That's 3 American teams, 1 in Europe, 1 in Brazil, and 1 in like the Middle East. I don't know. Does anyone care about the teams? Like, go team New York. Like, I don't know. To me, it's always been about like the individuals. Like, I don't know. Are London gonna get behind Team London? I mean, maybe. And then, so it looks like there's like a little mini tournament in each weight class. You have seed 1, seed 4, seed 2, seed 3. Okay, apparently the season starts April 2025. So I guess the top 4. There's like a regular season. Okay. So I guess there's some type of point system in the regular season. Then it goes to the top 4. And then 4 to 1. Every fight. Okay, so you got points with a finish, decision, draw, decision, loss, finish, loss. Okay, so you got point for loss. Okay. Okay, don't really care about that. So it seems like, okay, there's a regular season. They get points. Then however the points are allocated, I don't know. Like, if I was making an MMA promotion, I think you just do the best guys versus the best guys and let them at it. I think you don't need to reinvent the wheel like with these new promotions. Like, I think the UFC model is just the best model. It just comes down to, are the fighters good? Are there fights we want to see? Like making Team London, Team Sao Paulo, tournaments, points, finish point. Like, PFL does it as well. And I don't know. I don't know. PFL has like 10 leagues. It's too confusing, but we'll see. I guess the formats, I don't really care. If you're getting good fights, you're getting good fights. If you have good fighters, you have good fighters. But that's not how I would do it. So let's check out the teams. So I looked, and they have a lot of old UFC fighters. So acquiring these rosters cost a lot of money. Like, clearly these people have some investors behind them. Clearly they have money to spend. So clearly they're very serious about this. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So let's look at some of these rosters. Okay, Team London being coached by Luke Burnett and Carl Prince. Okay. Heavyweight Tanner Boser. That's an intimidating fighter right there. Light heavyweight, we have Alexander Gustafsson and Alir Latifi. I heard those are the second and third best light heavyweights after Pereira. Whoa, who's this? Mariusz I don't even know. That guy, I think he could beat Duplessis, honestly. That's a force right there. Gegard Mousasi, been around for a while. Danny Roberts, Benson Henderson, wow. Like Tim Wilde, Mike Grundy, that's a name. Don't really know. I don't know. Team London, I'm not too keen on Team London. I don't know. Maybe they'll surprise us, but I don't think this is a very strong team. All right, let's look. Team Dubai. Okay, interesting. Good coaches with Cain Velasquez and Javier Mendez. Todd Duffy and Ali Isaev. TBA and Omari Akhmedov. Luke Rockhold, Derek Brunson. See, like Luke Rockhold and Derek Brunson, they probably cost a decent amount of money to bring in. So clearly these people have some money. Tyron Woodley. Man, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this the way to go when you're building up promotion? Do you take the old UFC veteran, the old UFC name, or do you try to go young and build a star? If I was doing it, I get in the short term, if you bring in a Luke Rockhold, you bring in a Tyron Woodley, maybe, but maybe that can be a bit better. But I would try to bring fresh, new, young names to try to build my own stars, not get old UFC stars. I don't know. Like PFL, I don't know. The way I would do it is I'm building my own stars. I'm not taking old UFC ones. Because who really cares about Derek Brunson or Abu Bakr or Bagam? I don't know. Let's see. Featherweight. Okay, they got some dudes from, Eurasia. Looks all right. All right. I mean, Team Dubai. What team is this? Team Dubai. I think they're probably better than Team London, I guess. Sao Paulo, okay. We should have some Brazilians on this one. Fabricio Verdum, okay. Shogun Hua, oh my gosh. I thought he was done. I thought he was retired. Okay, Julio Arce. Sunsao is still fighting. Barao is still fighting. Oh. Okay. I don't know. Team Sao Paulo, I'm not too high. I'm not too keen on Team Sao Paulo. All right, Team Miami. Robelas de Spain. Okay, that's an interesting one. I can't believe Robelas de Spain is out of the UFC in a year. Junior dos Santos, Thiago Santos. This is like Team Sao Paulo. That's all Brazilian fighters. Yoel Romero. Okay, that's not bad. Tebow, Pettis, Stevens. I mean, these are really there's so many old UFC fighters on here. I'm surprised at how many old UFC fighters there are. Let's see, Charles Rosa, Marlon Moraes. I think this is the wrong business model. I mean, we'll see. But the best you can find was Charles Rosa. I don't know. All right, let's see. Team LA. Frank Mir, Andrei Arlovsky. Wow. Uriah Hall. Tony Ferguson, okay. Well, I'll watch it for Tony. And I think I have an opponent for him in the next team. Uriah Faber. Wow. I'm surprised. I thought some of these people were retired. Chad Mendes. Uriah Hall. I don't know. I don't know about Team LA. But a fight I do want to see is Tony Ferguson. Versus. Where is it? Dylan Dennis. I want to see it. I think that's what you come in. That's what you headline with your first show. Tony Ferguson versus Dylan Dennis, probably the two biggest names. Maybe not the two biggest names, but I think that's the most interesting fight. Because Dylan Dennis, I mean, he's a funny character. He's entertaining for sure. A good personality. So who would win that fight? I don't know. Maybe I would lean Tony, honestly. Let's see who else is in here. Kevin Lee. That's actually Team New York is not bad. OSP won some fights recently in the UFC. Devin Clark. Team New York is probably the best. Phil Hawes isn't bad if his chin doesn't get touched. Chris Weidman's all right. I don't know. I think, what other fights should we see on here? I don't know. I can't even think of any good fights that I want to see besides Dylan Dennis and Tony Ferguson. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not too. If I'm the UFC, I'm not too worried about the GFL and the PFL. I mean, we haven't really heard much from them recently. So I took a look at it. There's, the season format. Or the league format. I don't know. What team would I even root for? I guess I would root for Team New York. That's about the closest to me. What if you live in Africa? I guess you root for Team Dubai. What if you live in India? Team Dubai, I guess. If you live in Mexico, you probably go for Miami or Sao Paulo. I don't know. I mean, the season format, I guess, isn't that bad. But I think the best format is UFC format. Just throw the best versus the best. And yeah, match make at your own will. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But that's my review of the GFL. So thank you. See you later. Bye-bye.